Well, let's see if it works. Let's go to my channel and see if the live is online. Seems like it's working. Okay. It has changed a little bit. But it seems like it's working. Okay, perfect. Well, today we are going to continue working. I've just found out that I have a bug, by the way. I can show you. So, you can shoot three bullets at a time, and you have to wait until the others are done before you can shoot again. But when you're very close to a target and then shoot, it dies instantly. The problem is that it's not correctly resetted. So in that case, you cannot shoot anymore if you use your 3 bullets like this. So that's a bug. I already created a ticket for this. And yeah, I think we can continue. So what I have created here is a stage object that can be shot. And what it needs is a logic to get removed when it's yeah, destroyed or has no health anymore. Give me a second. Reduce the sound a little bit. Okay. Yeah. We need to add a logic that it will be destroyed when it has 0 health left. Another thing that's really annoying is this charge information, which I really don't need anymore. So we'll take a look if I can find it somewhere. It's not in here. It's actually it should be, yeah, it's in the code. Charge ability, there it is. And inside here we have a print which we don't need anymore. Okay. So what's missing here is if we take a look at this blueprint, we will see it does not have any code, but it is the parent class is the shootable stage actor. And actually this is also not really what I want, because shootable stage actors, because I want these to be shootable road barrier over here. Okay. Can I delete this? Can I delete this, please? Thanks. Okay, looks like it would be a problem. What current folder? No, that's not what I want. Right click and then this one. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then I should be able to delete this. Nice. Okay. So it should be redirected now. But what I want is I want a blueprint class, shootable stage actor as the base class. suitable stage actor base. And this will be the blueprint base for all of these. So we can go here. Shootable road barrier, which is currently inheriting from the shootable stage actor. And what we will do is we will change that to be shootable, to be the blueprint version of that class. In this case, nothing really changes, but I can set up the blueprint inside this by giving it some base things. For instance, it would be the base stats. So we go here, we will see that the base stats will be nothing. I find here base, and then over here we have nothing. For this one I set it already up, but what we will do is we will remove it here and set it up in the base class, which should be the default one. I think 1 HP should be enough for these. So shootable over here, so we can let's open this first. Currently it's based on the default stats from Hutch, but we don't want that. We will duplicate it, and shootable stage actor base stats. And this one can be used. So if I select it here and go over here into the shootable actor base, and then I can use selected as from content browser, and then it will automatically be set up here. And with this, it should also be here if I reset this. Okay, perfect. So this is the base stats for it now. It's at 6. I would like to have it at 1, so it dies instantly after hitting it once. So let's go and see what happens when we hit it. Nothing will happen, but it probably is at 0 or minus something after those shots. The reason that nothing happens is because, let me quickly close all of these. The reason why nothing happens is because we haven't implemented any logic what should happen if it gets at 0. So what we will do is we will get the attribute set, and then over here we will get current health attribute. Get the current health attribute, and then there should be unchanged or something like this. Is valid. Attribute name. No, that's not it. What can I change? Post edit change. What is this? On attribute change or something like this. Probably edit. Let's see what kind of values I have here. and health, and then what's not this? Get name, get whatever, get package, get replicated custom state. Da, 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 da. No, that's not it. That's not it. On get preview. No, we can take a look at my character class. I think I should have implemented it in here. And over here in begin play, we should be able to see. Oh, okay, it's through the ability system component. So I was looking at the wrong thing. Ability system component, and then get attributes value change delegates like this, and then I can get attribute set, and over here get attribute, and then what we can do. What did I do here? Yeah, okay, and then I can use add u object, and then on. Add u object, and over here I can add my my function. So the up function isn't created yet, so but we will call it on current kind of changed. So what we will do here is we will check what this change delegate is constructed of, and then we can see it's made of this. Okay. So we will go back in here, and over here we will have a private function. I think we don't need anything else. Private, and then we will have const, and then what do we call it? Like this. Actually, this one is void, and what we have in here is this type. Attribute change. This should be fine, and then we will create a definition for this. What's this? His problem is uncompatible. So we will remove this. And then we go back. Let's go back in here. I don't need to return anything. Declaration is incompatible. Okay, because we haven't have this type. We have to add this import in order to get this type. So we will go back in here at the top, we'll add this one, and then it should be looking good. Perfect. And the new value, if new value is smaller or equal 0, then destroy. Or we just call it die, like we did it on the others. So what we need to do here is we will create another high comfort 2024. I really love to join your next stream with friends. If you don't mind, kindly add me on Discord. I'm really not sure if you're a bot or not. I will take a look really quick and see what's on Twitch. Okay. Okay, I don't think this account is a real human, so I will just ignore it for now and see how he interacts with the chat. Okay, let's continue where we have been left off. Shootable stage actor, and over here we can create another function, but this one I will make public because why not? U function and U callable category like this, and then void. I will make it virtual so it can be overridden if needed. So what does that mean? Blueprint callable, anything else? I don't think so. Okay, perfect. So what does die mean? Die means that this will be destroyed. And actually we should also have a effect, new property, edit defaults only category, and we will make it effects. I don't think we need anything else. And what we will call this is tObjectPointer of type unique. What is it? A name? What was you? Niagara. Give me a second, I have to check something real quick, something else. Da-da-da-dum. Okay, let's continue where we have left off. Sorry, I had to write something. But what we need to do now is we need to define what die is, and what die is also based on what I want to do here with Niagara. I want to show an effect and also probably a sound effect to be honest. When it gets destroyed, and Niagara system, and this will be destroy effect. Destroy particle effect. Or let's call it die particle effect, so we will stay with the wording. Let's check if this is existing. The object pointer, no, not this one. Let's check how it's called. Core. What is it called? Oh no. Yeah. Let's check. Niagara component. Niagara system. That's what I was looking for. I did write it correct. Forward declare this, and what we can also do is audio base, sound base, like this. I think you use sound base. Yeah, that sounds about right. So what I will also do is copy this and call this use sound base, and this will be the sound effect. Okay, let's quickly check if this is also correct. Sound, play fully charged sound. Use sound base, perfect. Okay. So what we will do is go in here, go in the die implementation when we find it, which we obviously don't, but I don't know why. Where is the die method we just created? Let's check. Why is it not here? This asset, map, shootable stage actor. Did we create it in stage actor actually? No. I hope not. No, we didn't. Okay, then let's check the bullet base. Also not in here. Shootable stage actor. Okay. I don't know what happened. Where's my die function? No, not this one. Visual Studio is really stupid sometimes. I have no idea why that is. It's just not here. It's just not here. Let's check if it's maybe in here. Not okay. This is really weird, but sometimes this happens and it's kind of confused where to look, but we know what, we will just create it manually. Not here. This is the wrong class. Obviously, we'll go in here and void a Hutch and Butch. Shootable stage actor and then guy. And that's it. So what we will call in here is just destroy it. And what we will also do here is if sound effect, particle effect, if it's existing, then we will play the particle effect, which will be system Niagara function library. Is this existing? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll copy this and go in here, put it in here, and then we can use it. Play spawn system at location with our params, and what we will do is get world, of course, and what we will also do is the particle effect and the location. Location, and that should be it. And what we will also do is we will do the same with the by sound effect. So what we will do here is not with the Unigra function library, but we will use something else, which will be how was it called? Gameplay statics. Gameplay statics. Gameplay statics. And then we will check if this is existing. It is, of course it is, and then we go up here and then see game Kismet. Kismet is the helper function library of Unreal. Something like this, and then we can play sound 2D. World. Actually, we can just play sound application. Maybe that's better. Get the world and then nice sound effect. And what we will do as well is the location. Get actor location. That should be it. Perfect. So we will play the particle effect and then the sound effect and then move on. What we will do is extract this function and call it a spawn the effect, and we will extract this function. Play the sound. And when we have this both, and then this function is very nice and readable, and we will go in here and also move those into private because I don't think we will need them to be public. So let me quickly check if there's any comments in here, which is there's not. And with this said, I will quickly remove the comment from the bot, and then we can continue. Okay, nice. Okay. So now that we have this, we can close the editor, save, close it, and then we will rerun the engine, and we will take a look at what we have done. Yeah, I was thinking also about switching to Rider, to be honest. Rider game in no, it's always JetBrains. Rider is pretty nice, but it costs. It does cost. Unfortunately, there is no option for people like me. Yeah, I don't know, 150 euros per year. I don't, if it would be like a single paid license, something like this, and that would be nice. But I don't want to get a subscription. Let me quickly check. ChatGPT, if there is an option to get Rider without subscription. Nope, unfortunately not. There's only paid versions. Is there a Rider alternative? I really don't like. Visual Studio with ReSharper. Yeah, it looks like we have to stick with Visual Studio, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Let's see what happens here. It didn't build. Who would have thought? Problem is line 21. Add new object. This is okay. So I think the problem was something like this. Okay. Okay, let's go. We need to do it like this. Okay. And we also have to add the points here. And move this. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now it should be working. And we can move on. With what we have left. So the engine is building. The game is building, not the engine. And the question is, how do we go on with this now? So we can now hopefully destroy these. And if we take a look, this should be now removed if I hit it. Yeah, perfect. It is getting removed. So what we want to do. Okay. We will improve that in a second. But first, what I want to do is I want to open this again. Go into the base. Where's the base? Like here. And open this one, and then in here we should have, yeah, there. So we can use some particle effects now. So what I will do is I will just quickly do create a particle effect, which I will be using. For this, I will go into my folder for particles, and in here, it's charge. Explosion. Explosions. And what we will do is create material instance, and we will call this my explosion and we'll move this into explosions and move here. And over here we will create a new Niagara system, and we will create it based on simple sprite burst. Niagara system explosion small. This is how we call this, and what we will do is we'll use this. Zack, and here we have it. And what we can do here is actually we can change the sprite. We don't want muzzle. Let's let's see. Can I open this up? Yes, I can. Okay. Maybe what we want here is smoke. Maybe it's smoke. I think I will pick smoke. Smoke. I'll pick this one. Can I turn back? Yes, I can. And I will make another explosion particle 1 and 2. And we'll create another one which will be 3. Okay, perfect. So we can use these smokes. 2 can stay as it is. 1 can be smoke 1. Maybe that's a good idea. And the third one is gonna be smoke 3 maybe. Or let's pick smoke 4. This one looks a little bit better. Okay, and actually what we want to do here is also add some hardness maybe to it. Or not. Okay, it looks like it doesn't matter right now. So let's move on. Let's move back here. Smoke 1. What, let's say burst. We call it burst 1, and then we can create burst 2. Okay, what we want to do here is we want to burst them. And they should spawn and size. Scale, mesh size, spread size. What is... Let's quickly check what's the difference. What's the difference between scale, size, and scale spread size by speed in Unreal Niagara systems? Okay, well, I get the answer here. I will quickly take a look at this one. Over here we can see how it looks like, and we will do it like this. What we will also need to do is the emitter state. The loop duration is not... Actually, doesn't matter. What does matter though is the lifetime in the initialized particle, which will be 0.2. And what we will also do is spawn burst instantaneously. We will do like maybe 5, and initialized particle we will also this. We will pick random range floats from 25 to 200, something like this. Let us quickly check. We will save this and we will add this to the stage actually, and let's see what happens. Reset. I can't see anything. Capture? Oh. No, don't capture. Yeah, because I'm stupid. So let's reset. Yeah, this looks nice. This looks okay. So what we can do here is we will also add spawn beam. Shape location, that's it. It's sphere, and we will do 50, maybe something like this. And over here in the initialized particle, we can do like 100. We can go back here. This is okay. We can also do some rotation. Initialize particle, sprite location, rotation mode, random. Okay. I will do a second burst, 2, which will simply use another, and we'll do a third one, which will use again another one. This one should do. I don't know why it's not saving. Underline 2, boom. Okay, it doesn't want to. Yeah, that's a classical Unreal experience sometimes. It is what it is. If the rest works, it's fine. So what we will do here is add velocity. Velocity. Let's say 100, or we can, you know what? Random range vector. So what we will do is minus 100, and this one will be also minus 100, and this one will be 100, 0, 100. I think for now it's fine. We can actually leave it out because I need to improve on this anyway, because it looks horrible, to say the least. But what we can do is maybe increase some parameters here, and over here reduce the burst like to 1. Shape location can be removed. Initialize particle can be resetted into something like this. Let's say 350. Yeah, I think this is fine for now. Yeah, let's keep it like this, and we will change it later. So we can go back into the shootable base, and over here in the particle system we can select explosion small, and over here these are okay. We can just pick a sound effect for now. Okay, I will just stick to those like this. This should be fine. And now perfect. Okay, so now that we created this, we can save it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Another one who needs to be banned. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry, let's continue. So now that we have this, we can fix this bug actually. Let's see. Let's quickly fix this bug. Okay, shoot over here. We will have bullet on destroyed. When it's destroyed, Okay, where does this happen? Currently simultaneous bullets. Um, the thing is, it is spawned immediately and then destroyed again. Mm. So collision, where's the bullets? There. Begin deferred active spawn from class. What is this doing? Oh. The scale sprite size module adjusts the size of a sprite based on multiplier defined by a curve over the particle's lifetime or constant value driver. Typically, a particle's normalized life purpose to create effects where the sprite gradually grows or shrinks over time, such as puff smoke expanding or spark fading out or a fire blah blah blah. Usually a curve. Speed module adjusts the size of based on a curve that maps to the particle's current speed to the size multiplier. Okay.
So you want the particle sizes to get smaller towards the end of their life. Not a problem. There is a module just for you that you can add right under the particle update called Scale Sprite Size. Set it to non-uniform curve, and from here you will see a timeline. You can right-click drag to pan the camera, scroll up and down to zoom in and out, right-click anywhere on the timeline to add new points, and if you right-click on a point, you can change the type of curve shape or delete points whenever you want. You can also press spacebar to activate your effect whenever you need to see it. And these little pins are used to hide the X and Y values, so you can focus on one thing at a time. So let's hide the Y value for now, so all we see is X. And sparks squishing horizontal. Easiest way to shrink her after 1 second. Hope that helps, and as always.
Interesting, okay. Specialized way to spawn an actor that gives you an opportunity to customize the actor before its construction script runs. It breaks the actor spawning process into 3 steps. Begin. Okay. Where is that? Okay. Finish spawning. Where is the finish spawning? Spawn. Actor. Spawn actor deferred. Okay. This doesn't make sense. So what we will do is instead we'll do it get world. We already have the world. World spawn actor deferred, and spawns given class and returns a class type. Possibly sets world transform. Will not run construction script of blueprints to give a caller an opportunity to set parameters beforehand. Caller is responsible for invoking construction manually by calling finish spawning actor. Okay. So what I will do is we will add this like so. transform. The owner is this. Okay. No instance of function template matches the argument list, which is a lie. Transform. Okay, let me check. So what it wants first is a class, then a transform, and then an actor. A class, transform, actor. What is this transform? Okay. New class. I shouldn't be needing this. It should be fine. Deferred actor. Finish spawning. Okay. Static class. Okay. Location rotation. This should be working. And then. Oh, okay. This one was too early. Okay, let's see. Okay, the class is obviously a bullet class. And what's next? The next is the transform, and then that's it. So what's not matching? No instance of function template. Fisher represents a class to be spawned. Can I use something like static class? Okay. I can't. Okay, it doesn't want to. Const. I want to use. Okay, this is really stupid. Spawn actor deferred. Okay, new world spawn actor deferred. Load documents. Nice. Nice. Unreal. Again. Very unhelpful. Well, maybe I do have to add the rest. But actually, no. It's already set, huh? You know what? Let's build this and check. Maybe it will work. Let's save this. Close it. And then run this again. Okay, does really don't like this. Spawn actor deferred is returning. It's a template class actually. So maybe. Oh, okay, that was it. Yeah, sometimes it's that easy. Okay, so let's see if that works. Spawning still works. Okay, seems like It is fixed now. Nice. Okay. So the bug is fixed. We'll just move it into done. Solid objects with health that can be destroyed by bullets. I also did that. Change charge and half charge bullets to do adequate damage and pass through anything it killed directly. Okay. Maybe we can also do this now. Maybe we can also do this. But first let me check. Let's do this and maybe again. Okay. So what should happen is this is doing 3 damage, I think. It should go through all of them. So when the bullets is the bullets bullet base we need this. So when the bullet hits something, it should not be destroyed actually. What it should do is it should check whether it would be destroyed or not. Apply knockback. Apply knockback. Okay. Yeah. Damageable. So we can take a look at this. Apply damage. Maybe we can add a function to get the current life. New function. Blueprints. Callable. Blueprint native event category. And this will be this, and then it would be float. Get current life. So we'll add this. We don't need the definition of this, okay. And what we need to do is inside player we should have something called implementation. There should be apply damage. Okay. So I shooter. Okay. Yeah, we need to do this in character base, of course. Character base here, and then implementation over here, and we can void, no, not void, load, get current life. Is it called life or is it called health? I think it's called health. Yeah. So we will rename it into Attribute set, where is it? Again, I am lost again. One put damageable, get great health, of course, and then in player, here, I'll just get current health, override, and yeah, you can write the declaration for this. Yes, it should. Damageable. Public. Get current health. What's the problem? Ah, okay. That was the problem. So let's move back in here, and then we should be able to... what's now missing? What happened? Anything? This is why I hate Visual Studio. Ability system component, get attributes. Attribute set, okay, no. Let's attribute set get current health. This will return a float. And that's it. And we need to do this for the shootable actor as well. Because this should be now region damageable. This up here. And what we'll do is we will add void get current health and override this. And when we did that, we can move on. Write the definition for this. And so return attributes set get current over here, and then when we have that, not like this. Okay. No, this should work. Get current health. My damageable. Yes, this should work. Damageable, get current health, and this should return a float. It's exactly what I haven't added in here. Shootable stage actor, get current health. And this will return whatever is in here. Let's run this. Maybe the editor is again out of sync or something like this. Okay, I got some build errors as we would have expected. The problem, let's move up to the top, and somewhere in here there seems to be an issue. of course, we need to do an implementation of that. Character base, like this, and then it should be fine. Same goes for this, and in here should be like this as well. And then it should stop crying. Let's build this. Looks better. And now it succeeded. So what have we done? Actually, we weren't ready to build yet, but it does work, so that's nice. So what we want to do is we'll go back into the bullet, which is not open anymore, it seems. Yes, there it is. So what we need to do is apply damage effect to targets. Where is it? There it is. So we'll move this in here, over there. And what we will do in here is we will check if the target died. If the target would die. So the eye damageable will get who would die, target would die is false. And what we will do here is if get current health, if it is smaller or equal to the damage that would be the X applied by this, let's say 0. Oh, let's say float damage that would be applied 0. So if it is smaller or same as the damage that would be applied, and turn this to true. We can spin this around, then it's better readable. Damage that would be applied is bigger than the current health, bigger or equal to the current health. Then it means that it will die, and in that case we will do it like this, and also return that it would die. And this means that this will return a ghoul now. And to make it, to finish this, whoops. So let's go in here, we'll change this to ghoul, and this means once ghoul die should get destroyed. Ghoul should get destroyed. The bullet should get destroyed. Is return value of this. If bullet should be destroyed, then we will destroy the bullet. Whew. But the question is, how do we get this? How do we get the magnitude of of a given effect. And before we do that, I will do a short break and then we can continue. I have to go to the toilet really quick. Pause. Hello and welcome back, and I hope you have been missing me. We will continue and finish what we have started here, and then I can close the stream finally. Okay, let's continue. What we have done here is, yeah. What is missing is how can we find out the damage that would be applied by the effect. So we will take the effect, and I have to do some research for this actually. What type is it? It is of type new gameplay effect. Good value from effect. Data asset that holds the definition of a modification, not the final calculated value itself. Here are three primary ways to access or calculate the data defined in the gameplay effect. Accessing raw definition values. I think this is enough. You can inspect data directly from the EU gameplay effect class object itself. This is useful for tooltips or UI, therefore blah blah blah. Sorry, modifiers array. Gameplay data is stored in. Okay. So what we can do is the gameplay effect, and then what? It's of type what? It's of type subclass. Okay, then we should be able to get modifiers, which is a lie. There is no modifiers. Default gameplay effect. I mean, there should be modifiers, right? Yeah, there is no. Nope. Let's see what we have. Get default object. Maybe that's it. And then we can do. Nope. The only thing I found is this. However, it needs an active gameplay effect handle structure. This is not working. I have to. I will ask ChatGPT with the same question. Maybe it can do it better than Google Gemini. Usually it does do a better job. Defines the effect duration modifiers and tags. A runtime instance of the effect created when you apply the effect. Represents an applied effect. So how you get values depends on which you mean. U gameplay effect. From the U gameplay effect definition, static data. If you want the values you configured in the gameplay effect asset before applying, yes, this is what I want. It is trying to get it with the modifiers. Okay. Damage effect, U gameplay effect. Okay. So there should be modifiers, which is there is not. Maybe I need to implement. I need to include this file here, which is gameplay effect. Let's move back into where have I been? Into the bullet class, bullet base. Let's see if we have gameplay effect in here. We don't. Maybe that's the problem. Now we should have it. Modifiers. No. Get default. Object. And this does return. Get default object. Ah, there it is. Okay, modifiers. And what we then need is attributes. What is this? F gameplay modifier info. We'll get the first one. And inside there will be modifier magnitude. What type is this? Okay, and then this should get set by call of load. Get value at level. No. Modifier magnitude. Oh. Auto. Modifier magnitude is this. And this is of type F gameplay effect modifier. F gameplay effect modifier magnitude. And then we should be able to get value. Get set by color, get set by color float. Data name. What is this? It's get attribute capture definitions. And then here. Why is it so difficult to get this float? The correct function is modifier magnitude get value at level. Yeah, only if magnitude is stored as a scalable float. But in U gameplay effect, modifier magnitude is not directly a scalable float. Modifier magnitude. Get value. No, this does not work at all. Scalable float. Modifier magnitude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Scalable float magnitude. Okay. Yeah. This is it. This is it. We go back to the bullet base. Scale. Magnitude. And then scale. Hey. Holy fuck. Scalable float magnitude. Get magnitude calculation type, and then modifiers. The first one, and then we get the modifier magnitude, which is something like this. I don't think I need this. And it seems like we need this. No, we don't. No suitable user-defined conversion to const. Okay. Yeah, it's not const. Okay. Exist. Oh, yeah. Modifier magnitude. Scale. No. Get value at level 1. Scalable float magnitude. So if auto first modifier is this, and auto operator is modifier float. I really hate this. Get float operator. Get default. Oh, I already have this. Okay. Modifier operator, which is mod op, like this, and can also remove this and do it like this, and then we can check if mod op is the same thing as gameplay mod up, and then do this scalable, something like this. I don't know. Gameplay effect magnitude calculation. Magnitude. Modifier magnitude. Magnitude type, and then we can check if gameplay effect magnitude game. Oh, I need to have some music again. Let's go with this. Gameplay magnitude calculation scalable float. If it is null, and if it is then this is really ugly. Scalable float magnitude. It should have. Get mag. Crazy. Okay. It is there. It's inaccessible, okay? Switch magnitude calculation type. Yeah. Switch this thing, and then paste And then we should be able to do something like this. According to the docs, but it doesn't work. You should start with creating an effect type E enumerator. Next, you should create an attribute struct. This is stupid. I don't know. Oh, this is really stupid. Very, very unfortunate that it has to be this stupid. To get just a fucking float value from a gameplay effect. It's like writing 10 lines of code just to get a fucking stupid float value. It's driving me crazy. I get duration magnitude modifiers. Yeah, the first modifier. This is what I get here. Oh, this is protected, okay. Modify magnitude. Where's the bullet? Bullet base. If this is of this type, then modify magnitude, get static magnitude if possible at level 1, and damage will be applied. Let's print this out. What's your problem? Okay, so let's run this and see if it works. It doesn't, of course. Let's see. Return. So, and we have a crash. One 164. Okay. There is no 164. Damageable. $164. Yeah, there. This doesn't make sense. We'll need to check. Okay, but thanks. I need to close the stream now. I will check off screen a little bit and then call it a day. But that's it. That's the only thing I'm going to fix today, and maybe we'll